Again, welcome to Advanced Database SQL class, CIS 420. And this is again module 4 assignment. And this is assignment number 1. Again, log into the classroom, then click on week 4 assignment 1. This assignment is based on grouping, how to group a result when we write a query. So again, that's chapter 5, grouping of the SQL for my SQL, the beginners tutorial. Again, that's the textbook. So when I click the instruction, they say we should follow the direction attached document. So I'll click on the instruction, and then that will take me to this document. So now here they say we should follow the direction below to create groups and apply aggregate functions to the product table. Then we have to make sure that we have our database with the product table already with the required columns, which we are going to see next. So take a screenshot showing your work, paste the screenshot to a Microsoft Word document and submit it. So the instruction here is that we have to run the code, then we take a screenshot of our output, again, paste the output on Microsoft Word and then submit it. So here they explain to us what group by clause means. So normally when you have a select statement, which is a query, we say that in a query, the group by clause appears after where clause and before the order by clause. Order by, again, is sorting, where condition, where normally followed by a condition, which if the condition is met, we are going to get the results. And the result will be sorted by order by clause, and also can be grouped by. So this is the syntax for the select statement with where, group by, and order by clause. So the first, we start with the select keyword, which is select. Normally, we are going to select the columns. Now, if you have a specific number of columns, then when you enter the first column, comma space, second column, comma space, then you keep going. If you want to select all the columns, then we use the asterisk. The asterisk will select all the columns. So here we say we select the columns. Then if we have any aggregate function, we can include our aggregate function, then the group by what column we want to group by, let's say last name, first name, etc. Aggregate function can be count, sum, any function we are using. So this is just the syntax again. We have a select, we select the columns, then aggregate function, then the argument of the function will be group, and the column name, the group, the columns. Then from what table? So from tables, where the condition, then we group by the group columns. Then order by whatever column we want to put in order. Order means, again, sorting. So that's the syntax: select, followed by the columns. We can have aggregate function and create a column, group column, get a column. For example, I have sum, sum of what column. Then if I like, I can give an alias name also, using as, then give a new name. So select column from what tables, what condition, where the condition, then we can group by group columns, then order by the other columns. So this is our first question. Here we are going to select launch date, then also the mass price as mass, then mean price, maximum price, average price, count price, and also count all as we have a new name for it. From product. So these are all columns, but we're also using, again, aggregate function. So mass price will give us the maximum price and the minimum price. We sum all the prices in the column. Then we average all the prices. We count how many prices we have. So if it's 10 records with 10 prices, then we get a result of 10. We find the average of all the 10 prices, the sum of all the 10, the minimum value among all the 10 prices, and the maximum. So those are our columns conditions with the aggregate functions also. Then from a table name product, so from table product, group by, we are going to group by the launch DT. That's our first column. And also we are going to order it by the same launch DT also. So we're going to sort it by launch DT. So again, run this query. First of all, we make sure we have the table product and we have the price launch DT in our table. At least all these aggregate function, we are performing all of them on only one column, which is the price. We should also have the launch DT. So that would be the first question. So we're going to apply this question again. The code is given here. We're going to apply the code against product table with the following rows. So again, either you have your product table already. If you don't have it, then this is the table. So we have the table here. The table have 4 columns and we have 6 records. So we can use create table command to create a table named product. Then we had the columns, all the 4 columns. Well, then we can make the P code as the primary key field. Then after that, we use the insert command to insert 6 records into it before again we run the query. So when we run the query, this is our result. So we can see the launch date or DT and the maximum value, minimum, sum, average, and CNT, and then CO. So again, that's the first question. Again, grouping on one column. Now, in the second question, grouping on 2 columns. And we are using the same table again. We select the launch date or DT. We also need the mass price, minimum price, average price, sum price, the count price from product table. But this time we are grouping by price with launch DT and also grouping by order by price. So here we are grouping by price and also launch DT. And also we sorting it by price and launch date, same as normally called DT. So that's the second question. Now you are using the same table. So this is when we are applying the same table. This is our results. Remember, we are grouping it by launch date and also the price. So the next, we're going to have some assignment on the having keyword. Also, we went through the having keyword. So where we have the where condition, so select columns. We can have aggregate function from tables, where condition. We group by the group column. Then also we can have having aggregate condition also, order by the columns. So here we say the where condition can be used to select individual rows, as we all know, because where, let's say, price is greater than 100, so we are going to select individual records or rows that their price is greater than 100. But on the other hand also, we can use the having condition. The having condition is used normally to select individual groups, not individual rows or record, individual groups. So only groups that satisfy the condition, the having clause, will be returned by the query. In other words, having condition is on the aggregate, not on the column. So when we look at our code here, we can see having, there's aggregate condition. So where condition is for individual record, having condition is for grouping. So if here, for example, we have group column, then we can have aggregate condition on that group column. So let's see our assignment, question number 3. So we are using the same table from product. We are going to select the same columns. This time from product, we are going to group by the price and also the launch date or date. Now we have a condition, having count price greater than 1. So we say having, we are grouping the price. Remember, group by price. So having, we count the group by price. And here we need the price, when we count it, should be greater than 1. Then we order it by price and also the launch date. So here, only groups that have more than 1 row satisfy the count price greater than 1. So it's group. So this will return only 1 row will be returned. So we should know the difference between having and where. Where will be applied to individual record. Having means we need to have a groups already. So since we group by price, then we count how many price group that is greater than 1. The next is grouping with where condition. So here we have the same columns we want to get from product, where the name, P name, not like super with any character. So this means we want the P name that doesn't start with super, followed by any character, like supervisor, superintendent, any name that doesn't start with super. Then we're going to group by launch date or DT. Then having launch date greater than 2013, March 29, then we're going to order by launch date. So if we run this, this is the result we get. And the last one is an error with where on the aggregate. So you can see that here we say where count price is greater. Remember we said that we cannot use where for grouping. Also here on the aggregate. So executing this query will give you this error: invalid use of group function, because we already create a price group. Then we are using, normally we can use having, not where, having. So that will be the conclusion of our assignment. Again, this course is about hands-on. The code are given and you have to run the program or the script and get the exact result. First, we need to create our database, which we have done already. And this time we also have our product table, but this time the product table will change. It's not the same as the previous product table we used. So first you need to create this product table. Then when you create this product table again, we do the rest of the exercise. Again, if you have any question, you can reach me on my cell phone. And again, or you can send an email. So again, wish everybody the best. Thank you.